Bonjour, hi, welcome to Cuisine Cam. I'm your host, Chef Gregory Ashbaugh. Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm going to be cooking here live at our kitchen in Paris, and I'm so glad to have you all with me today. If you want to check us out, we're on Twitter and Facebook at Cuisine Cam. Also, you can email us at cuisinecam2@gmail.com. That's all one lowercase word, cuisinecam2@gmail.com. If you're interested in taking our classes online, or you just want to see what we have going on, ask us any questions, give us feedback. If there's something you want me to make for you, please feel free to contact us and give us your questions and feedback. So again, yeah, thank you so much for being here today with me. Today I'm going to be demonstrating, it's called the Oeuf Mimosa. It translates into English into an egg flour. You might know it as a deviled egg. It was originated here in France, though. It's a French-style stuffed egg. Pretty easy to make. The reason I wanted to show you this today is because I wanted to show you how to make mayonnaise from scratch. I'm sure you've all had mayonnaise out of a jar. That's what I show you. It's real simple to make it from scratch, and it tastes nice and fresh too. So that's what we're going to be doing here today. Let's get started. I'm going to show you. So first of all, we're going to make our mayonnaise. Now, basically, a mayonnaise is just egg and oil. There's some different recipes you can follow. This one's the simplest for me. Some say to use just the egg yolk. I like using the whole egg. Like I said, this is just the way I found is the best way to do it. So basically, you got one egg, about medium size. Back into a bowl. Then you're going to whisk just this for about 25-30 seconds. So it starts to get to a pale color. Right now, you're just incorporating air into it, whisking vigorously. So right now you got about a pale color. Now I'm getting ready to add our oil. So this is like making any other emulsion, like you're making a vinaigrette. They always tell you to pour it in slowly. So here today I'm just using peanut oil. You can also use canola oil, vegetable oil. I like peanut oil. It's a little healthier and works great for this. So you could use olive oil. It's just going to give it more of an olive oil flavor, which we're not going with today because it would overpower the deviled egg. So just like making another emulsion, very slowly incorporate the oil. And if you can see that stream going very, very slow. And if you're cooking with a friend or a loved one at home and you have some support, you can have one person hold the bowl because it tends to go back and forth. If you want, and you're by yourself, to keep the bowl steady, what I like to do is just put a towel down there. Gives you a little more friction. You can see my bowl stays a little stationary. Okay, I'm going to continue to slowly drizzle my oil. It's a very nice technique to learn. Sometimes the mayonnaise you buy in the store, they tend to want to save money and use a cheaper oil. This way, if you're making it at home, you you know what kind of oil you're using if you want to use a healthier alternative. And it's just fun to make from scratch. Obviously, a mayo or an aioli can be used for millions of different things. You can season it and make it into an aioli for dipping. So obviously this takes a little bit of time, a little bit of patience. Okay, I can see it starting to thicken up. If you want the measurements, I would say when I do it by eye, but if you wanted to measure it, I would say it's about 1 egg to about 3/4 a cup of oil. It's roughly where you're going. So now you can see it's starting to emulsify and thicken up. I like too when you make it from scratch, it's still a little yellow in color from the yolk. Looks a little more appetizing in my opinion. So here at Cuisine Cam, what we do is we're trying to teach classic French techniques. I don't know if you joined me for the last class, but we did a classic bechamel sauce. And we'll be continuing doing things of that nature. If you want to learn classic French cuisine, like I said, please visit us at cuisinecam2@gmail.com. Let us know what you're thinking. Tell us where you're from. I'm an American currently living here in Paris. All right. I think just about there. So at this point it has thickened. It's not going to be as thick as you would get it in a jar from the store, but definitely worth the trouble. It's way more delicious, nice and fresh. Give it a little taste. Tastes nice and fresh and creamy from the fresh egg yolk. And then also you can see the consistency is coating the back of the spoon, so that's nice. That's what you want to see. So cool. Delicious. We haven't even seasoned this yet. So seasoning, you know, obviously salt and pepper. Whatever salt you want to use. I've been using this really coarse grain sea salt, and it's rather thick. I love it. It's good natural salt we get here in France. So again, I'm not going to give you measurements. You could put no salt if you're trying to get salt out of your diet. I like a little salt for seasoning, so boom, a little salt. Our best friend here, fresh ground black pepper. Cool. Get into that. And some kind of acid. We always put some kind of acid. Today I'm going to use lemon juice, a little squeeze of fresh lemon juice. I think gives that a nice fresh flavor, and the citrus cuts through that fat. You can also use any kind of white vinegar. You could use cider vinegar. It might discolor it a little bit, but definitely no red wine vinegar, no balsamic vinegar, nothing dark. You're going to want to use white vinegar. So like I said, today I'm going to use lemon juice. So again, no measurements, just a couple of squirts of fresh lemon juice. Going to brighten it up. Make sure not to get any seeds in there. Okay, give that another stir. So again, a big thing in French cooking, like I said last class, taste, 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 taste. You're not going to want to serve anything that you haven't tasted yet, and that's going to be your best judge if you're doing a good job. So I'm going to get a clean spoon, give her a taste. I think it's almost about there, but see, I think I want a little bit more salt, so I like to crush it right in my hand a little bit. Boom. And there you have it. Some fresh house-made mayonnaise. Wasn't very hard, just took a little work whisking that. Arm might get a little tired, but it's a good workout for you. Great. So now important, I'm going to want to chill this before I use it. So just in the refrigerator for a little bit. It's going to thicken up a little bit too when it cools. So pop this in the fridge. Actually, I have some here that I've done before that's already been chilled. As you can see, it's thickened up nicely. And that's what we're going to use in our mixture for our French stuffed egg. Okay, beautiful. So the aioli's done. We're going to talk about our next part. We're going to want to hard boil some eggs to remove the yolks and stuff them. So I went ahead and pre-did the eggs today, but I just want to tell you how we did this. I know there's always a lot of controversy of the best way to get a hard-boiled egg. I've tried a lot of different times and methods, and this is my favorite one. It never fails me. I get a perfect egg every time. So really simple. Your eggs in cold water. You want to start them in cold water. Put whatever amount of eggs you want in, a boiling pot and fill about 1 inch over the eggs. Cool. So then, perfect. So you got that. You got cold water on the heat. This is the important part. So you bring it up to a boil. As soon as it comes to a boil, turn the heat off. You cover, and you let it sit for 12 minutes. 12 minutes exactly, no less, no more. 12 minutes covered. Very important, off the heat. The residual heat from the boiling is going to carry over the cooking process, and like I said, gets a perfect egg every time. So yeah, cold water, bring it up to a boil. As soon as it comes to a boil, cover, turn off the heat. 12 minutes, and hopefully this is what you're going to get. Went ahead and did some, and I don't know if you ever had an egg that's overcooked. When you overcook the yolk, it tends to get that pale, almost beigey color. That's just not appetizing, and it changes the texture of the egg too. So if you're trying to get that nice, beautiful yellow yolk and retain that beauty, 12 minutes, like I said. So that 12 minutes when it's up, very important too. You're going to rinse it under cold water. You can do an ice bath if you want, but just right into the sink, dump the hot water out, and start rinsing it in some cold water for 4 to 5 minutes, and then they're ready to peel. So very important. That's how you get a nice egg. I'm going to show you how you properly peel these so they don't fall apart. So what I like to do is on either top side and bottom, just crack it like that, both sides. Just crack it, and then very lightly, I kind of just roll it, and you can hear that crunch. Look at that, too. If you cooked it properly, I don't know if you ever had a hard time peeling an egg, but this way, peels nice and easy. And I don't like to dig my fingernails in there. I like to use the side of my thumb like that. We're just peeling. That's coming off nicely. Beautiful. So the eggshell came off nice. I'm just going to give it a little rinse off in the water to make sure there's no shells. Sometimes you have little pieces attached like that. Best way is just to rinse it under some cold water, dry it. Okay, great. Okay, like I said, I went ahead and did these ahead of time. So I have my eggs right here. So I sliced them lengthwise. It's the best way to do it for a stuffed egg. So very gently, tip of my knife, at an angle, just nice and down, one time, just split. And then you're gonna get a nice slice through without damaging the white part of the egg. So again, I'm gonna show you from the side, never going straight down like that. I'm always taking the tip of the knife. It's designed with a curve here to kind of rock through, you see. So right through. Look at that nice, bright, pretty yolk. Got our last one here. Again, just right down. Beautiful. Okay. So next process, really easy. We're just going to remove the yolks from the white. And we're going to put the yolks in a bowl and reserve the white to later stuff. So if you've done your job right, that should come right out. Very gently without damaging the egg. Pull these out. Like so. It's coming along beautifully. So yeah, the reason I wanted to show you this recipe today is I really wanted to show you how to make the aioli or the mayonnaise. Just some great tool to have. Basically, like I said, all I did it with an egg and some oil and a little lemon juice, which I'm sure you have in your cupboard right now. And then to make the eggs, you know, it's just simple ingredients. So I'm going to put these in the fridge to chill while I make my mixture. Okay. Now, I like to use a fork to break the eggs. So I'm just going to go ahead and break those yolks up like this. Just going through, kind of breaking them up like that. If you can see. Notice how it's so nice, kept that nice bright yellowy color, which is going to look beautiful once we stuff our egg. And if you're having a party, you can do these a day ahead. Build them, put them in your fridge, make sure you just cover them tight with plastic. They should be fine. You know, if you're having to have a little bit of budget and you're trying to feed a lot of people, I mean, eggs are pretty affordable. So it's always a good go-to. And if you eat eggs, everyone loves these. So, okay, beautiful. So, like I said, some traditional things they stuff the French eggs with: ham, cornichons. Ham's actually really great. You can use anything you want that you think would go. Today, I'm just going to use some herbs. We picked these out of our garden out back today. We have some parsley, and we have some chive, some green onion. You can also use tarragon. Dill is actually one of my favorite. If I had dill, I'd probably use that today. I think dill is just delicious with it. Really good combo. But, you know, this is what we had growing in the garden, so this is what we're using today. So, got some knife techniques. The parsley, what I like to do, maybe just remove any of the big stems, like so. What I like to do is get them in a bunch. I don't know if you can see. And I just kind of roll it into a little bunch. I roll backwards towards me, so you get kind of a little bundle there. And then again, not going straight down, but rocking your knife like this. So now I'm just rocking back and forth. Boom. Never up and down, it's almost back and forth. The knife is designed with a curve at the end to just nice and rock it. So I'm gonna run my knife through these a couple times. I don't really want big chunks of parsley in there. And give it a nice chop like so. So I'm going to reserve a little bit to garnish at the end, but I'm going to toss most of it in my mixture. Just add it right to your egg yolk here. And I'm just going to save this a little bit to garnish on the top when I'm done. Okay, now we got our chives. I just like to line them up like this, best I can. With the fingers back. Start here and just take my time with them. It's not something you mince, you're just going to go through once. Moving your fingers back as you go. Making sure not to chop your tip of your fingers off. Okay. And you can see, and you got nice little pieces of chive there, all evenly cut. It's gonna, onion always goes great with eggs. So again, add that chive right to the mixture. All right. So at this point, I'm gonna start mixing with a spoon. I did 4 eggs today, so I'd say maybe start with maybe a tablespoon, maybe a little less than a tablespoon. You can always put more in. You can't add. So let's start with a little bit here, and just want to get you used to not always having exact measurements. You know, people think you got to follow exact measurements. It depends how you like your consistency. I'm just gonna keep working this. So you can see it's a little thick. So I'm gonna go ahead and just a touch more mayo, and let's continue to work that in. You're looking for a nice creamy consistency here. And I think one more little touch should do it, just a little bit. Okay, also today I'm going to add a little Dijon. So that's some nice French style Dijon here. Not necessary, but that Dijon kind of gives that little bite that you want. It's gonna be nice. So again, no measurements. Maybe just one small spoonful. Definitely not as much as the mayo. For that whole mixture, maybe just one little drop. Like I said, it's gonna give that nice little bite. Again, like always, salt and pepper to taste. Use my nice crushed sea salt here. I like to crush it right in my hands. Like I said, again, you could use any salt that you have at home. Kosher salt's always best to use. Morton's kosher salt. And always a little fresh cracked black pepper. Depending on how much you like, I really like black pepper, so I'm gonna do a little extra. Again, I'm sure you know what the next step is, taste. Always taste. Perfect. So I like that right where it is. Beautiful. All right, so mixture is made. So I think it's about time to stuff our eggs. All right, so we got our eggs here. I'm gonna stuff these today with a pastry bag. Something that a lot of people have in their kitchen these days. Just gives a nice presentation, but of course you can always do it with a spoon as well. I'm gonna show you a spoon technique. If you don't have a pastry bag, of course, use your spoon, or cuillère as they say in French. And just with you don't want to overload your spoon, just a little bit to start. Use the tip. Not too much, just start with a little bit. Turn it down like so, and you just kind of swipe it in just one shot. I want to go back and forth, mashing it, stirring it, just nice one, gentle, smooth. Turn it, do the same thing on the other side. Boom. And then maybe one more just to top it off. So again, that's how you do it with a spoon, just as nice. I'm going to show you with a pastry bag though. So here I'm going to use my pastry bag. There's different tips you can get. I'm going to use about this medium size. The little teeth on the end. It's going to give them that ribbon look that's nice. So tip right in the bag. And I'm going to show you a little trick here for filling it up. I know you've seen people, just roll it up like this and stuff it. Get kind of messy. If you want a nice, neat, easy way to do it, anything will work. Something kind of like a cylinder, something long, something tall like this. Just basically put it right in there like so. Hold it around. Yeah. Open it up nice. And it gives you a nice little base, like so, just to fill it in. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And you can just drop it right in. Beautiful. It makes it nice and easy. I don't like to waste anything. I want to scrape all the bits out. Beautiful. Okay, beautiful. Now our pastry bag's all set. You can take it out. And I like to get all the air out. Get it nice and down at the end. You can just keep working it. So it's packed down. I don't know, something about that pastry bag looks cool. It's loaded and ready to go. I just twist it up like this a little bit. Okay. And with our eggs, I just do kind of a clockwise motion as I'm going, filling them each up. So go ahead and just I don't know if you can see that. I'm just going around and around the egg until it kind of makes a little mountain in there. So again, going in a little counterclockwise motion on the eggs. Looks nice and creamy, delicious. Like I said, it's basically cost you nothing to make these for a party. Basically eggs, some herbs I got from the garden. Let's go back around. You don't want to waste anything. I'm just going to top them all off with the remaining yolk. These look great. And just going around distributing the rest. Beautiful. All right. Those are just about ready for serving. Like I said, I'm going to garnish these with a little bit of the parsley that I reserved. Just a little bit. Just dabbing a little bit on each. Everything goes with egg. You can garnish whatever you want. You can crumble some bacon on there. Like I said, ham. Anything that looks good. Also today, I just really like this. I'm going to use some paprika, just regular paprika. I like the nice subtle taste on there. Gives a nice balance, and the color looks beautiful on there with the yellow and the green. And you eat with your eyes first. The red really pops, and it looks nice. So definitely don't want to overload. Just going to go very lightly. All right, and there you have it. Show you up close. Those look nice and beautiful. Like I said, very easy to make, affordable. I'm sure your guests will love these. Nice glass of white wine with them. It's nice and creamy. So there it is. So final test, I'm gonna go ahead and taste one of these. Gonna bring you back up with me. Hey, good to see you. I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, these are one of my favorites. Really easy to make. And here's our final result. Give it a taste. So good. Something about that simplicity of an egg, is just so beautiful. So great. I hope you enjoyed this another edition of Cuisine Cam. Hope you're able to stay through the whole thing. Again, you can visit us at cuisinecam2@gmail.com. You can ask about our classes. Basically, we teach basic French technique and cooking. And there's different levels you can take depending on how much you want to learn. I'm doing instructions that you can probably do from your own home with the equipment you already have in your house. So please contact us. You can also contact us at Facebook and Twitter at Cuisine Cam. You can find us. And we also have some other videos up on YouTube to check out. Every Friday we're doing a live show. I think soon we're getting our good buddy Sebastian Cheney on there. He's a master pastry chef, a good buddy of mine. Does amazing pastries. You can also check him out at pastrycam.com. He also does classes, real affordable. You can do right from your house. So again, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate that, and hope to see you soon again. Okay, au revoir.